In this video, we will look at the element of space. Space is the element that refers to the emptiness or area around, between, above, below, or within objects. This is what defines shape and form. When we talk about space, we break it up into either positive or negative space. Positive space is the figure or the subject, and negative space is the ground, aka the background. So everything around your subject. When we are talking about creating the illusion of depth in a two-dimensional work of art, we talk about the layers or levels of depth. The entire picture, all of the depth, is called a picture plane, so the whole image itself. Then we divide into three sub-areas. The closest area to the viewer is called the foreground. That's the stuff right in front of or before the viewer. The middle ground is what's in between what is in front and what is farthest away. And the background is the part of the picture that is farthest away from the viewer. Perspective is another technique that we use to create depth on a flat piece of artwork. There are several different types of perspective illusions, but in general, perspective is a graphic system that creates the illusion of depth and space on a two-dimensional surface. We have atmospheric perspective, which uses a sense of color and detail, meaning that the things that are brightest and boldest and have the most clear details are closest to you, and when things fade or when things go to the horizon line, they fade and get fuzzier and harder to see. This type of perspective is based on how your eye and your brain perceive depth and space in the real world and translate those tricks into artistic expressions. We also have one-point perspective, where one spot on the horizon line is where all of the parallel lines disappear to. You can see in this simple scene on here, these are just a collection of lines, however it gives you the sense of looking at a road going back into the distance. In 8th grade, we will talk about two-point perspective, where instead of having one vanishing point, we now have two, so you're looking at like the edges of buildings or looking on the corner of things, and you get two different views of depth. But again, we will be focusing on one-point perspective in 7th grade.